Well. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, y'all. Hey. There is the chocolate girl that's beautiful in the world. Hello, our viewers. We are back tonight. It is Sunday night at 7. Y'all know it's glory out here in these streets because I came 2 times on time. Is it glory, sugar?
Glorious.
It's glorious, as she said. Okay, I was missing a few letters.
It's so glorious I
So,
can't smile.
hey, so, welcome to UB Podcast. I am your host, Queen Unique. We are here. What is it? I'm just gonna go in. I don't know what we do. We do everything. We do we do community. We are. I am the founder and the executive director of Unique Blessings nonprofit organization. We provide awareness and advocacy for victims and survivors and at-risk youth of domestic violence, human trafficking, sexual assault. What else? I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I am a community leader. I am sometimes a mentor when kids listen to me, whenever, you know. What else I do, Sugar? I don't know. But Sugar, what you do? Who are
Ain't
you?
nothing you can't do. But what do I do?
Yeah, what you do? Who you
A
bees
little
up
bit
in here?
everything. I am Sugah B Werkin. Hello. and I do a little bit of everything, but first and foremost, I stand for equality. Okay. I stand for equality. Love. I'm your reality. But follow me on Sugah B Working Facebook, IG. I have Sugah B Working Retail, where we focus on women empowerment. I'm secretary of, or we're partnered with Unique Blessings, in which we focus on human trafficking, raising awareness around human trafficking, domestic violence, and with the main focus of youth development. I have I do health insurance. It's all about health, love, and fashion, just empowerment, not just women empowerment, empowerment, period. How about that?
And speaking of power, y'all. So y'all know Unique Blessings is at the stadium on Sunday. Well, it's all days. We at the stadium NFL season. Let's say that. So shout out to those Panthers, real quick. Shout out to those Panthers. Y'all came through. You changed my mind today. You actually won. Like y'all won. I'm proud 2 times this season.
I just
A
want them to
winner
keep
is a
winning
winner.
all the way. I want y'all to take it home.
You want them to keep pounding or keep
I
winning?
want them to keep pounding. What that sign say? You know what? Keep pounding. I took a picture of that in the
Keep
stadium.
pounding.
Panthers, go baby. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then y'all, this football season, so one more, I can't do it without talking about my hometown, Baltimore. Them Ravens. I seen y'all today. Y'all did y'all thing. The Ravens, y'all did that. I ain't see y'all, but what I seen, I was excited. So y'all won. We got winners in the building tonight. So I like that. Shout out to all the players. And most of all, y'all too. Shout out to Bank of America for allowing us to use that platform for our fundraising, for us to continue to provide supports and services for community. It's awesome down there, y'all. It's like shout out to all the nonprofits that's in the building down there that's helping people using the platform to bring awareness, advocate for things that matter to all of us. This is election season. If you are voting, make sure you get out there and you vote. To each his own. I believe in freedom. If you are not voting, let's talk. Let's talk about why you're not voting. Let's talk about is the judicial system helping us and what's going on out here. So I know I went deep and I went off on the end, but I wanted to put that out there because we didn't talk anything about last week about this important time. But I know, like, I've been seeing it in the news. I've been seeing it where I go around. I've been hearing chit chat about this election on how it's important, how, like, it is extremely important. This one, talking about women empowerment, like women rights, like things ain't been looking right, like out there for the women. Melanated women, I am melanated. I speak on melanated women. I am unapologetically melanated, right? I love all my sisters, with or without melon, but I stand for us. And I was just having some conversation about us. Why aren't we free to do whatever we want to do? Why aren't we accepted? Like, that's getting to me. But y'all, we got some guests. We got some guests, and we're gonna get into the show. But before we get into the show, we're gonna invite our guests on. I just wanted to kind of do that daily news and let y'all know who was winning in the football season, because I seen cowboy jerseys down at the stadium. I don't understand why people don't just respect and just, if y'all want to wear who playing, just don't wear none because you look strange. But that's just my opinion. Sugar, you ready to bring the guests on or what?
Let's go. Bring them.
All right, y'all. So let me tell y'all a little bit. The guest is coming on. Hey, y'all. They my new sisters. They from Ohio, baby. I like them. I like Ohio. I went up
Love
there. One of
Ohio.
my other sisters sent me to Ohio. So shout out to Ohio. Like, y'all are warm. Y'all were welcoming. Y'all keep it real. Y'all keep it 100. Y'all show love, support. Y'all be doing unity and community. Y'all be going to the movies together. Like Charlotte. I'm gonna
Mm,
need y'all to learn something tonight. Charlotte. I'm gonna need y'all to
please
let the
take
fire
heed.
symbol on down.
Take
And I'm gonna
heed.
need y'all to learn about community around in these unities. Okay? Like when I went
Togetherness.
up there, they fed me macaroni and cheese. They made wine. I got massages. The yoni had got talked to, y'all. Y'all know we talked last week about what we talked about last week, Sugar? What you have said for the church? Addicted to
Intoxicated with
what?
toxicity.
Last week, y'all. If y'all missed us last week, I'm gonna need y'all to go do the replay. Y'all know I'm new here with this stuff, this little virtual world. Like, so magically, we is on YouTube too. So I need y'all to subscribe. I need y'all to share. And we ain't gonna really talk until you take a friend and you gotta bring somebody in. Like, sharing is caring. We going in tonight. We was addicted last week to being intoxicated with toxicity.
Let's
Tonight, y'all, we cleaning it out. We cleaning it all out. So let's bring our guests in, because y'all know I take up the whole show. Sugar did it last week. This is my week to week. And whoever don't like it, don't worry about it. But y'all leave some messages and comment for
we
us.
here.
But let's bring the guests in, y'all. We here tonight. We about to get this show started. So bringing our guests on. Let's see.
Hello. How y'all doing, Queens?
Hello, Olivia.
So we got
Kishon.
Charlotte in the house.
Hello, Roy.
Welcome.
All right, y'all. I did that and we still connected. Y'all lucky. Because I am doing this my own self around here.
Okay.
Alonzo and
Okay.
Mackie said, hello, Queens.
Yeah.
Alonzo
Hello.
said, hi.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hi. I'm so happy to see y'all face. I got
Yes.
three sisters. So
Yes, Queen.
I'm
As
so
always.
happy. And y'all got me out here talking in these streets. Y'all know what we be doing be private. But anyway, y'all, we gonna let the public in tonight just a little bit. I'm gonna behave myself. So can y'all tell us about who y'all is? I talked a little bit about y'all. I said Ohio in the building. Like how y'all treated me when I came up there.
I
I'm
want some
trying
of
to tell
that.
you I'm going back. I'm going back,
I'm going with
honey.
you.
Y'all had missed it. Y'all missed it. But anyway, Queens, y'all tell us who y'all is, where you from, and what you got going on tonight. And welcome to UB Podcast, by the way. Thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Go first.
me.
Yeah, you want to go first? Okay. Well, I'm Liv
Like they
Asset,
like, who gonna go first?
and I'm a licensed medical massage therapist. My phone is kind of breaking up a little bit. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
I can hear
I
you.
just want to make sure y'all can.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm a licensed medical massage therapist and I'm also an herbalist. Um, I like to focus on your longevity and restoration of your body and rejuvenation of your mind, body, and soul. So, like my product that I make for my massages, I infuse my own oils. I use flowers and herbs and plants and weeds that I gather and forage out in the wild myself, and I also add essential oils into it. Um, my oils do help to heal the skin from wounds and burns and sunburns and eczema. It help with pain and inflammation. Um, and every time I use my oils on my clients when I do a massage, my clients always say, "You're more than just somebody rubbing on my body. Like you help me out mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like they
Mhm.
come up feeling like a whole new person." And what I do before going to my massages is I meditate. I ask God to flow through me and use me as his vessel to help to heal the people I come in contact with, wherever they need healing, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually. And I just let it flow. And I listen to the body as I'm flowing through the muscles.
Have you ever lost your way,
Kishon.
Olivia?
I did. When I was like through my younger years, I was pretty lost for a long time. That I was. But I always felt connected to the earth. I always found a sense of peace by being outside and always connecting with God and angels and my ancestors. Like I used to always talk to them as a child growing up. Um, as a child, I also used to see spirits, but I prayed for God to, release that because people used to look at me as if I was weird or I was evil or something like that from seeing spirits as a child. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a lot of friends because of that. And eventually, God did take that part away. So I don't see spirits anymore, but I can feel people's spirits.
Mm-hmm.
I can read energy very well. I learned how to stay balanced and grounded when I'm in my sessions. I don't bring my issues into my sessions. I don't do the transference of negative energy, just all positive love and light.
Mm-hmm. Great. You answered the next question I had immediately when you said that when you was telling, what you were into and everything. So I love it. Great. And I was gonna ask, how did you, when you got lost, how did you get back on track? And I just saw you. You just, I don't know. Did you just
It was
grasp
like,
it?
yeah, a lot of prayer. And I've always been a loving person and always been very open minded, very free spirited. Um, so it was kind of easy. Like I used to always feel like it took more energy to be negative than it is to be positive. I've always felt that way. And I
Nice.
always felt like if Jesus can go through what he went through when, they crucified him, then we can endure anything. If he can endure that and still forgive us, to let us into the divine gates for forgiveness and everything. And who are we to judge anybody? Who are we to be in a hateful or a negative energy? We're no one.
Mhm.
we're, we're part of God.
This is
God comes.
already good.
And like I'm with the emerald tablets with Ra. That's who I identify as God. A lot of people is not into all of the spiritual stuff. More people is into, like religion. A lot of people is not open to, the emerald tablets, which is what I
So
believe
for
is
those
our
who don't
true.
know,
Uh,
what Emerald Tablets is in the spirit of Ra, can you tell us a little bit about that before we introduce Kishon?
well, I will always tell people to not take my word for it, but to always do your own research. It's back in the Egyptian times. And you can go down the history line and search for the emerald tablets. They got all type of books on it, and it's a lot of digging, but you will find the truth.
I
Kishon.
like that. And you'll find your family along the way.
Yeah.
So we'll
Mm-hmm.
get into that because I think we'll just run over time. So Keyshawn,
Right.
tell us like
So
who are you? What's going on? Like who are you?
I'm Kishon Sunday. I am a certified massage been a therapist since 2003, actually. And I think as far as humans, we're all energetic beings. So therefore, energy is very, very important. Just in our makeup, we're magnetic and we're energetic. So therefore, having a good vibration, finding a balance within yourself is very important and very key to having a successful life. You know what I mean? Being able to love, being able to nurture, being able to be successful in anything that you endeavor. So the reason I love doing massages is because it sort of grounds you at my therapist as well as my client, even though I'm exchanging energy with them, giving them uh, lessening. But it's also very um, it balances me out. It almost puts me into a meditative state, and it's very important for me as a person that deals with a lot of different things going on in my mind all the time. My mind is constantly running, 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 running. So yeah, when I do massages, it kind of like balances that out and brings me down. Um, I know the topic today is about the last one was about intoxicated with toxicity, and then today is about
Mm-hmm.
so I think the main thing that I want to really promote to women, to our queens, to all women around the world, is take care of yourself. Take the time out to take care of yourself. Whether it's going to sit in a sauna, going to work out, getting a facial, going to get your yoni steamed. All these things are important so we can know what our worth is. We are queens. You know what I mean? Back in the days, queens used to take baths in hot milk to keep their skin together, different essential oils to make sure that your skin was moist and everything. Skin is our biggest organ. You know what I'm saying? So that's extremely important for us to take care of ourselves and keep that balance together.
Mhm.
So
I totally agree.
we here at Body City,
Mhm.
we have a studio in Cleveland, Ohio, and we're trying to. I just got another studio next door to it, and we're combining the two studios together, even though they're two different facets of it. And we're really trying to get into women's empowerment. Make sure our queens get to love yourself. Whatever you went through back in the days or in your past, or even if you're going through right now, it's okay to stop and breathe and say, you know what? I love myself. I'm going to love myself more starting right now, starting today. Doesn't matter what happened in your past. It doesn't matter if you sold vagina on the street for 20 years and you smoke crack along with it. Today is a new day.
Right.
Start over. You can
Exactly.
still a queen. You could have been
Mhm.
falling before, but you get up, you rise, and you come to this battle. This is a battle.
It
So
Mhm.
is.
Yeah, spiritual
It
warfare.
is.
It's a
Yeah.
spiritual
It
warfare
is.
out
this is a battle, and we're
It
battling
is.
not only with the system, we're battling with America, the government. We're battling with our own community, our peers, because they've been programmed to hate. Everyone is so programmed to be abusive and violent and manipulative. There's not a lot of honesty and truth in this world. And we're striving here to bring support and love for our royalty to our queens and bring that love back. Bring that back. We got to bring that back because as a community, that's what we're missing. That's why it's so
Mhm.
Yeah.
black all the time. That's why it's so many of our black men in prison. We got to bring back that love. Love
Mhm.
myself. I love you. Forget hating. You know what I mean? So that's what we're trying to promote.
Right. Like,
And I was
yeah,
so happy.
we're trying unity
Yes.
instead of division
And
of
so when you
all people.
Well, let me tell y'all, like, so I heard y'all say a lot of things, and just a little bit, I'll share a little bit about my experience. So, like, when I came to Ohio, it really wasn't planned per se. It was like a last minute plan. And it was all a spiritual. I'm on a spiritual journey. So for me, everything is spiritual, spirit led, confirming a lot of things, just growing and becoming. And so I thought Ohio was closer to Charlotte than it was. It wasn't. So first, I went on the longest ride I've ever taken by myself in my life. Um, but it was beautiful. So from the going up there all the way to coming back, it was a experience. And for those who know or who don't know, the reason our organization exists is because my daughter was a victim of human trafficking. And in human trafficking, domestic violence was a part of that as well. I too am a mother of a human trafficking victim, like I just said, and I am the mother and survivor of domestic violence in the past. I was on both sides. I offended and I have been offended. So, with that being said, I'm doing a lot of detoxing, and healing at this point. It's different stages of what detoxing is. First of all, realizing that you even need to detox. Like, how you know that? Like, I get so many people that ask me questions that be like, "Well, Queen, what do you do? How do you know?" And it's like, I like to say, I joke around a lot, and I like to say, if you know, you know. Like, if you know, you know, and when you don't know and you need to know, eventually you gonna know. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just how the journey go. We can plan for it, we can fight against it. It doesn't really matter. Like, when you came to this earth, you came to this earth with divine purpose and divine assignment. And that's just what it is, and that's what it's gonna be. It's no difference in, well, you know, Olivia go do this, and Kishon and Sugar, like, we all have assignments, and sometimes we meet on those assignments and sometimes we don't. When I came up there, like I was just telling one of my sister girls tonight, I've been talking about the massage that I got from y'all since I left, right?
She has.
I've been talking, cause I had like,
I'm
look,
ready to take a trip now.
I was just talking about your oil tonight. I don't lie. Like, it's in front of me because I just poured it out. I was like, oh my God, girl, smell this oil. So, like, I did not know that you meditate first, but in a massage, like now hearing you talk, because we haven't had a conversation about that, because whatever, I've been busy and you guys been busy, respectfully. But even when you did my massage, it was not just a massage. I could feel that, but I don't get massages because I don't be letting nobody touch me. Like, I don't play the touching me.
Right.
Like, that's nice, that's cute. I'm a cosmetologist by trade. I'll touch you, but you touching me, and that's a whole vibe. And you have to be in a place where you're
I felt so
really
special.
comfortable.
Put my hand. I felt so special being able
Man,
to put my hands on you. Allowed me to massage you.
like and like, even when I first met you, like when we were at our networking event and I hugged you and I looked at you, everything about you said healing. And I'm like, this, like, why is she here? And so we vibe, I experienced it, I loved it. I ain't even letting nobody know did no yoni steam. So y'all had set me up with all of that stuff going on.
I love it, Yoni.
And I ain't let nobody touch the yoni since, okay? So it's still
Right.
around. Not saying it
Right.
was being touched a lot, but I'm just saying, when the herbs hit a girl, whatever. So, but mental health, meditating, spiritual growth and development, letting your gift make room for you. Like, people think, oh, you just go to massage school and you become a massage. I don't mean no harm. I don't want just a masseuse massaging me. That's just my truth. Um, because when you touching me, it's information that either, like, it's information I'm trusting you with, right? You touching my muscles. You said something to me that was profound that I didn't even know. I didn't know anything about giving a melanated woman a deeper massages than a European woman because of genetic DNAs and, like, whoa,
And
like,
it's
just when I thought I had this detox thing down, I really don't.
Mhm.
Like, but I drove there. It was because of self care. I
Mhm.
cared enough about myself. A sister, first of all, that was in Charlotte said, you need to get there. And she talked good stuff about you. I'm like, Lord, let me just go on up this road these 6 hours. It ain't going to be that big. I was 3 hours off. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So, but it was absolutely beautiful. And every time she came back, like, cause she do self care, so she'll go, she'll leave. She loves our nonprofit. Everybody love her. JD, I'm putting her name out there in the streets. She might don't like that, but it is what it is.
Miss Cole.
I'll take the consequences later. But she's one who care for people. And what I love about this new sister empowerment and sister circle and us really being connected, we do things off the camera. Like, we call each other. Blue, I didn't start getting on y'all nerves, calling, texting, just saying, hey, are you okay today? letting you know that, look, we still connected, right? It's so much damage with
Mhm.
us. So first of all, thank you so much for taking care of yourself enough to put a balance there to be able to take energy out. I
Mhm.
just been through some stuff. Like the last 3 years for me, like Langston Hughes said, life ain't no crystal stair. So when you're willing to touch someone and pull something out and hold it and do something with it, that's a blessing in itself. And I think all too often we don't tell people thank you while they're here. So thank you so much. Like it was you, a blessing to touch me is a blessing to have somebody that I can become. I fell asleep 2 times, y'all. Like I heard myself. I snored. Like
Oh
my face
wow.
was down. And I was like, I had to try to get out to act like I was asleep.
Yeah,
But this
I
place, it was
relate.
so freaking comfortable. It was so comfortable in there, y'all. Like I'm naked. I'm like, Lord, forget the drawers, forget the bra. Just you can have it all, Lord. Like this is it right here. And Kishon, thank you for creating a space for other people besides yourself for us to have such
Mhm.
experience.
Which takes a lot.
But yeah, it does. It does. I'm learning how to do leadership, like sharing leadership. I've always been able to do it, but I've always been just responsible for myself.
Right.
But
Mhm.
now I'm learning, oh my God, these people is calling my phone. Like, Lord, like they could just get out of my life. My life was better when it was quiet. Then you'd be like, Lord, I don't want to be by myself no more because I ain't, I need a couple people to help me carry a couple things. And a little muscle
Right.
move here,
Yes.
like
Yes.
Definitely.
Sugar Hill. Yeah, so and Sugar, thank you. But I want to really talk about like mental health. Like I want to talk about that in self-care because I got a calls about, suicide last week about some young lady, beautiful young lady, she took her life.
Mhm.
Like do what is that to you all, first of all? Like why is it, and even with you, Sugar, like why is mental health crucial to us women and like getting better? Why should we prioritize that? How do we know where to check when to start and stop? Like, what does that look like?
For one, you deserve to be here. I want people to realize that, and that just came off the top of my head, and I'm telling myself that as I just said it. You deserve to be here. I deserve to be here. That's number one. I was going to say, realize that you should be here, but no, you deserve to be here. If you don't know that, I'm telling you that you deserve to be here. So, number two, mental health is important to live. If you deserve to be here, we want to live. You deserve to
But what if we
live.
feel like we don't? Like and with respect to that answer, I feel like it's so many. And I'll share with you, suicide have entered my mind more than once, right?
Hmm.
Somebody telling me I deserve to be here, I might feel like you deserve to be here. I might feel like you're beautiful. You should be. You're strong enough to say that. But
Hmm.
when you have suicidal ideations and you have the
Hmm.
depression and you have all these things, and then your environment, even if home is quiet, for a
Hmm.
person who's dealing with suicidal ideation, quiet might look like peaceful to
Hmm.
somebody else. To a person who fantasizes with suicide, it looks like the perfect opportunity. So we hear that. We hear that. What else can we, how do I know I deserve to be here? Like what do we tell our youth? Like that's what my heart is breaking. Like I think just this week I heard about 3 different youth that took their lives. And it's like, what's so good about living? Like what do we do together as bringing this women empowerment? How do we rebirth a life that our children and ourselves and our husbands, if you have any, and whole family want to be in?
I think
Well, just
I'm sorry.
going back to number one, like just, realizing that you deserve to be here, you deserve to live. And I believe mental health, it's just a lot of fear, confusion, and not understanding. So I can't, I'm not talking to the people that I can't reach. I'm talking to the people that's here listening to me today. You have to accept whatever it is that's causing a disturbance in your mental health. Accept it, acceptance, and then move forward. Try to move forward as best as you can, and once you realize things, That's all you can do is move forward. Like, accept it and move forward. What you didn't know is what you didn't know. And then how you feel, don't let no one determine how you feel. That comes along with detoxing. If somebody made you feel a certain type of way and you're just not realizing that they did, kudos. That's great. You just realize it. You can't not hold yourself accountable for what you did not know. And I believe that's a lot of times that's what we do. We hold ourselves accountable for things we did not know. And in that we're playing tug of war. We're holding on to the past, but trying to move forward and trying to be in reality now and trying to move forward. First of all, we can only do one thing at a time. So we cannot be in the past, in reality, and in the future. We can only truly be in reality. So it's just realizing that you are not your mind, because our mind stores things that we don't even know it stores. We only use a certain percentage of our brains, and that's not taught to us, so it's confusing. See.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
And thank you for that, Sugar. Thank you so much, y'all. Let's take a minute real quick. Hello, King Jacob in the building. He said, "Hey,
Hey.
Sugar. Sugar be working, not
you
working on Sundays, y'all. She's working
Yeah.
tomorrow. It's Monday. We got to pay the rent." But Jacob said,
That's gonna
I
follow me,
said, say
Chantel. People gonna start saying that.
know,
Hey, so Jacob said mental health is crucial to everyone, especially women, because y'all bring lives into the world. Us men, we need y'all no matter what anyone says. I love y'all, and honor y'all to the fullest. We are born in mental capacity that affects our well-being, mentally, emotionally, and spiritual. This is a deep discussion. That's what Jacob said, y'all.
Mhm.
So y'all
Okay.
can see that it's a lot. Um, so to jump back in, we're gonna build on what Jacob said, but to jump back in, Queen Kishon, like tell us your insight on what I said, like what just everything that's going on. Like what do you have to add to it?
Yes. I have my daughter, my oldest daughter has suicidal ideation like you spoke about. And even though I don't, I'm I had to learn how to adjust myself to understand her depression is very real and
Hmm.
loud in droves. So my thing is that I always try to emphasize to her is that even if you don't think that you deserve to be here, I might think you deserve to be here and you don't think you deserve to be here. But I need you. Your
mhm,
family needs you. Your community needs you. We're all energy. So if you take away a piece of our energy, we get weaker. You understand what I'm saying? When
mhm,
you are that link. We all need each other.
yeah.
Too
Hmm.
much social media and everything. We are isolating ourselves to where we feel like we don't need nobody else. We got all these computers and all these things doing everything for us. We need to go back to the basics. Go back and just put your phone out and talk to somebody. Have a conversation, face to face, text message. No, none of that. We got
Right.
to go back to our roots. But as far as with the suicidal thing going on, just know that your people need you. Your sister, your mother, your brother, your friend,
Your children.
your our children, anybody in the community. You might stop somebody else from taking their life. You know what I mean?
Can
You,
Can I
you
say something, Keyshawn? Oh, gracious peach. I'm speaking from my personal experience. I promise you, with all my might, I love my family. I love people. But it's like with your mind it's a battle. It's a
yeah,
battle, especially if you don't know how to fight it, right?
Mhm,
So I feel like I've come to the conclusion, maybe, unless somebody tell me otherwise, is that a lot of times people don't understand how to help me. So I've done a lot of self-diagnosis.
mhm,
Like you said, go back to the basics. What if that's not their basics, right? Because I love my family, I do. But sometimes I fight and be like, I'm like, yo, that's my family. But I feel like it's God first and then self-love second
mhm.
before anything else. And I think that's what we're not taught, and what, I've been having a hard time learning how to do, because we often put other people first. And I believe that, even when you say your family, what about, we still have to back up and say, what about me? Because it's God first, self-love second, and then I believe that everything falls in line after that. Because everything, speaking from my experience, that has gone wrong and that plays a factor in my mental health, has been from me stepping outside of myself. So my question is, with what I've said, what did you take from that? And do you have anything to say to me from what I said? I realized and from my experiences.
I appreciate you for even bringing that to my attention because, like I said, as a person, I have the suicidal ideation. Certain things just don't click to me when it's coming from someone who does, and I appreciate that angle that you just brought to me. Because I was always thinking like, well, we need you. You know what I mean? We need you, so don't be selfish. But it's not. I know that you're not being selfish. That's not the right word for it. But you did make a good point when you said God first, self love second. Well,
Yeah.
God, you can't take yourself out of here. You know what
Right.
I mean? For you dead, He brought you to life. So you need to stay here, figure out your purpose, and find that. And I feel like if you can find your purpose, you'll feel a little bit differently about taking yourself out.
Exactly. Because I know.
Need you. Like you don't know that other people need you, but we need you.
Mhm.
You mean something.
Right.
And as a community, as royalty, we have to build each other. We can't be taking ourselves out. They already taking us out. We got to be here for each other. And I think that's what I took from it.
Yeah.
But I'm understanding what you're saying, and I'm going to think more about that so I could, I don't know. Sometimes my words don't correlate with how I'm feeling, and I
Hmm.
words can be hurtful. But I appreciate your struggle, and just know that I don't even know you. Just met you today, but I love you. You know what I mean? And
Right.
you need, if you
Beautiful.
have a problem, you come up here. If you ain't got nowhere to go, you come here, or I'll come down there if you need me, because we gotta keep each other together. I got you though. I appreciate.
Yes.
Thank you, sis. That meant a
Yeah.
lot. And yeah,
I
thank
got
you.
something to add on to, like, as I was growing up, I used to be suicidal. I used to cut myself all the time because I always felt different, that I didn't belong here in this world. I always felt out of place. Um, Even with us being surrounded by people who did love me. And I've been through a lot. I've been raped, and I've gotten over that. And the first step for me is forgiving myself for feeling that way, and then also turning to God and talking to Him, and then loving myself as much as I love God. But it all starts with the love of God. And then when that flows through you, you learn to do your self love and your self healing, and you forgive yourself and forgive the ones who hurt you. Once you take that step, it all starts to slowly come together. And then you can deflect that love and light outward once you have it within yourself. It all starts within. We all go through the dark night of the soul, where we have to think back to what caused our traumas, what made us feel the way that we felt when it happened. What was it? Get to the root of the problem, and then forgive yourself and forgive whatever the issue was, and then learn to deflect the pain and turn that pain into positive love and light, in order and look at it from a different perspective, as though it was a lesson for a blessing. We all go through trials and tribulations. You have to go through the darkness in order to see the light. You will not appreciate the light if you don't go through the darkness.
Hmm. Mm.
And so, you got to be that beacon even in the darkness, that beacon of light. Because if God just made it easy for you, you wouldn't appreciate it. If it was just given freely to love and light and stuff was just freely and it was no pain, no heartache, no nothing, you wouldn't appreciate it. You would feel like you're above everyone else and you wouldn't appreciate it. And you would take advantage of it. You know what I mean? So if you once you go through that darkness and that when you're feeling depressed and sorrow and misery and despair and loneliness and stuff like that, once you go through all of that and you do your self-healing on that, then you can appreciate, oh my God, the trees just waved at me, you know? Like, look at the sunlight. Look how it glistens and gleams and shines. It feels so good. Like, you can just feel the love in the air. You can feel the energy. I'm one you will catch outside dancing with a tree in a minute. Okay. I appreciate
But how about those
Chantel.
flowers? How about those flowers that just dropped on the ground? Like nobody would believe
it.
me if I ever
Oh,
told that
Oh
story.
my goodness.
we were
Wow.
just talking
Like
about
all three of us was
God.
there, so y'all can tell a story. I won't say nothing.
I know I was like, don't give me my flowers when I'm gone. Give me my flowers when I'm alive.
Well,
Not
first of all, we you were putting my belly chains on, my belly
Yeah.
on, and
Oh my
it
God.
broke, and the crystals fell all over the floor. And we were
Mm.
talking about, we was like, wow, we about to get a bunch of, we was talking about how we was gonna have some blessings because it was they busted, and they went everywhere.
Mhm.
And we were talking about the clouds, how the clouds then came over Cleveland, and we went outside and we were talking, and all of a sudden, literally, we were out there, didn't see anything. Next thing we know, we were out back outside and looked on the ground in front of the car, and there was two different color it was crazy because it was
Flowers, and it was half pink and half white.
half white.
White.
Mm.
They just came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I'm looking, I'm like,
There
is
was
that
no bushes around, no
No,
trees
no flower?
around, and they was in a perfect bundle.
And
yes,
they smell so
they
good.
did
You can just feel the divine love
us,
from
and
the,
that was a sign. It
the
was
letting us know
like,
that we found
yes,
another tribe member. We
yeah,
found another soul tribe. Yes, we did.
Mhm.
we are
Mhm.
we
I
are she
We're on
are
our right paths.
Yes. Yeah, because you had ended up looking up the meaning and what the flowers was, because we were so gone about that these
And
flowers
what
like just was on the ground. We was looking around, like we was
and what
looking
love
everywhere.
and divine answer
Hello, hello, Leah.
giving
Oh,
a message of purity and a thanking of your love. It was gratitude from
wow.
that's what the meaning was for those flowers. And I was like, oh my
those
God.
particular flowers that
Yeah,
was on the ground in front of my car.
Right, right in front. I'm like, those cannot be real. Too perfect. And
We
then it was
didn't
like,
even think they was real. They did look fake. We thought they were fake. I'm like, well, maybe somebody was traveling somewhere and they, dropped a piece of this fake. It looked fake. It didn't even look real.
and then it had 10 leaves on there, exactly 10 leaves for endings and new beginnings.
but it's crazy because
Mm.
one side of it looked like it was two different like got somebody's divine put two different flowers bundles together on a stick.
Nobody but
It,
God.
wow, I never seen
Nobody
that before.
but
Never.
God.
I liked it. I was like, oh wow, this is real. I
Mm.
In that
Look,
moment, was it a
look.
detox? Was it a detoxing
I had
moment?
just got my massage. I had
Yeah.
just got my massage. I was just walking out. So yes, like I don't know what kind of massage she did, y'all. But she did something to my head and
I
something
want
had,
one of these.
whatever.
Just
It
massages. I
was
want
woo,
one.
honey. Like it's time for me to get another one. It was amazing, but I'm not letting anybody just touch me. It has to be. It has to be. I got to go back there.
Yeah. I'll be ready.
But
I'll be ready.
it was good. It was great. But y'all, this is good. Are y'all having a good time?
yes,
I
Yes.
is.
Yeah,
I is.
you is. You is.
Some tea.
Yeah. So like
I
if
can't
you
stop
just
smiling.
came
I'm
in
having such a
here,
good time. Like, and I'm just now I can't even. I can't hold it in. As soon as I said it, it made me smile
yeah.
harder.
Because that's what healing look like, and that's what energy look like,
Yes,
and that's what it look like when you are around your environment. Last week we talked about environment and
Mhm.
toxic and all this stuff, and disconnecting and being connected because it was a good time and it was a good feeling, but it wasn't good for you. So if you just coming in, you late, you gotta watch the replay. It was good. It's gonna stay good. We are talking about self-care and detoxification. We got masseuse in the building, like I was, and an herbalist, and like I'm so excited and tickled
All
about
good
y'all
stuff.
because I love when we talking about some healing. Like to me, healing is better than any relationship that I ever in my life been in. Right?
Yeah.
Like it feels good, it look good, it do you good. It's not easy. It is
No.
not an easy journey.
Mm-mm.
Nothing is easy about the journey. It takes a lot of you trusting yourself. And like one of you queens said, acceptance.
Mhm.
Acceptance. That's a hard thing to do. I think
Mhm.
on this journey for me, and you all can share, and I got a question for all three of you actually. But on this journey for me, acceptance has been yet the hardest thing that I've had to do on every level that I had to do it on.
Mhm.
Because after acceptance, it comes with making a choice of a decision. And the great thing about the divine and the supreme, you're allowed to make a choice. You are
Mhm.
actually allowed to make a choice if you stay or if you leave. And that's the part, like, so even when I think about suicide and bouncing off of what we were just talking about, and if you coming in, we were just having a discussion about self-care. Like I said, in detoxification, and the subject of suicide came up. And we had our different experiences and what that looks like in mental health and what it looks like in this woman empowerment. Like everybody is going around saying it's woman empowerment, but I'm gonna hold us accountable. It's some like I have yet to get up weekly, daily, and be able to go anywhere, any place, and
Mm-hmm.
have this place I can drop in. And I see my sisters sitting there. Besides church, like let's get away from traditional. Like we
Mhm.
are not, with all due respect to traditional, with all due respect, you can go on down to the church. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all know I keep it raw and righteous. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all, when the pandemic came, there was no church to go down to. So miss me with all that. Like, go on, take that to your pastor because he available now. But was these things available when they closed everything down? The answer is no. And I am unapologetic about saying that. You can go on. I'd have been cast to hell before. My grandma said I was gonna go there. And it's probably a couple of y'all opening up the door for me. Because what the church taught me, if you judge me, you're gonna be in the same place in the same space that I'm in. Right. And hopefully we in that same space tonight and that's having a real conversation. A
Right.
real conversation. Hard truth. Sugar asked last week that we did on a Sunday. On a Sunday, human trafficking happens. On a Sunday, domestic violence happens. On a Sunday, sexual assault happens. On a Sunday, um, suicide happens. Like, but on top of that, we are happening. We're happening every day. And if these things are happening on a Sunday, it only leads me to believe that we are all quietly suffering in silence. I said last week, and I said all the time to my sisters, we dress this thing up and we make it look so good.
Mhm.
And we have to stop that. We have to stop that, and we have to be real with ourselves first so that we can create this energy and this synergy that you're seeing on the phone tonight. None of us, or computers, or wherever you're screaming in from, none of us, I don't think, would say that this road is easy at all. Even maintaining it, it's hard. It's hard
It's
work,
hard.
and you have to do a lot. You have to be dedicated to you. Much like I think whatever you call your God or your supreme, I think all of the things that you want to do to impress this supreme creator of all creations, I think that you are allowed to do that for yourself.
Mhm. I
You are
believe you are allowed.
allowed, you are expected to do that for yourself. Like, this is your temple. This is the best house that cannot be brought. This
Mm-hmm.
don't come with a do your credit fix. Do you just get me? Sisters, I'm talking to y'all, and we probably gonna go over tonight because I ain't gonna let up just like that. But you gotta be responsible. You gotta be responsible for yourself. But I got a question for all three of y'all. Because the questions I ask, I understand that I ask myself the questions too. So I feed off of energy and I want to hear and see things from a different perspective. Um, so at what age did you all realize that self love and self worth was important to you, and not wanting to just give life away or take life? Like, how old were you when you woke up and you said, you know what? I probably should start caring about myself a little more than I had been. How old were you? And what was the thing that made you do that?
The
Um,
first. Mm-hmm. You want to go, sis?
I,
Go ahead.
okay. When a young girl in elementary school, I had been about in the third grade, and I used to always be outside playing with the bugs and insects and the animals and everything out there. And one day I was just like, you know, that's when I felt the sense of I did not belong here, and how I wanted to bring peace and love onto this earth, because I felt like a lot of heartache and a lot of pain from the frequency, I guess, that was around me. And I was like, why do I hurt so bad? Like, emotionally, I was like, I just want to heal the world and just bring peace and love into the world. The world needs healing. And I knew this back then, but I don't know how I knew it. It was just something deep within me that
Mm-hmm.
felt like that. And so, like, I always like kind of stuck to it. I tried to avoid conflict as much as possible, because I'm not the one that want to argue or anything like that. I'll
Mm-hmm.
let you talk and express yourself. And I used to always hold in my emotions. It took me up until, like, my 30s, so whatever, to start being able to be able to talk through my emotions and feel comfortable expressing myself and not feeling bad for hurting somebody else's feelings. Because I've always been the type of person that if I hurt somebody else's feelings, I feel it twice as much. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel the pain that I caused, and then it hurts me even more that I hurt that person. You know what I mean? So I always try
Mm-hmm.
to just keep it to myself rather than expressing it, because sometimes I'm a pretty blunt person. When it comes out, it'll come out very bluntly and raw sometimes, and I don't mean it in like a negative type of way, but the
Mm-hmm.
person perceive it that way. And then,
Mm-hmm.
when they like, well, there, you just hurt my feelings, you know what I mean? You have no heart, you just cold hearted. I'm like, no, I didn't mean it that way, you know what I mean? But I've learned over the years now to, sometimes you just got to soften it up a little bit when you communicate with people. Because some people don't know how to take, like, constructive criticism, is what they call it. But I don't look at it as constructive criticism. I just look at it as truth, the actions that they show. Like, a lot of people, their actions that they show is based from the traumas, the emotional traumas that they've been through
Mm,
in their lives,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't know that they're acting out in that way, most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta sometimes put yourself in that person's shoes and understand what that person been through, to truly understand that person and why they act the way that they act. And then you can know how to address them so
Mm-hmm.
that they can perceive you the right way, and then you can perceive them the right way. I look within a person. I don't look at the shell and the outer
Right.
part,
Oh
what
my
they
gosh.
I look within the person's soul. I
Mm-hmm.
can feel it. If it's a good soul, and if it's a bad soul, I stay away. Like, okay, I'm just gonna send you some love and light and healing. I'm gonna pray for you. But, and I connect with all my good souls. I'm like, hey, love, let me give you a hug. I'll be out and about
Mm-hmm.
hugging strangers all the time.
Right. They be like, "What's she
People
on?
come up to me and just talk
Life?"
to me.
Hug
You know what I
girls,
mean? They
huggers.
everything that's going on with them. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sorry you went through that. I'm like, this person don't even know me. And I was like, so before I leave, I'll be like, hey, can I give you a hug? It's like, okay, yeah. I'm like, okay. So,
I love it.
like, it's a whole new experience when you're connected and you flow with the energy in a high vibration and love and in light. It's just an overall good and wonderful feeling. You know what I mean?
If I could have talked to
And it's like
you
indescribable.
years ago, years ago, I wouldn't have felt so weird, honey. Because I promise you, be I just started to realize this year. You asked when we realized it this year. I've been fighting it. I kind of had a hint of it.
But when you say this year, because y'all know black don't be cracking around here. How old are you, if you don't mind the audience knowing?
No, honey, because you know, 31, 31.
Oh,
So this year, and my birthday
so
is right
it
around
took
the
you
corner.
31 years.
Yeah,
31
31
years
years.
it
It's a
took you.
process. It's a process, you know.
Yep.
And some people don't even
Yep,
know it's a
y'all.
process.
It's King Jacob said, asked the question. Sorry to cut you off. He said, how do you reach a person that's having suicidal thoughts when they are affected by the cold world of society, along with I think it says battle and family, abandonment issues?
Mhm. Hey, y'all, hey, you guys. My phone just died, so I'm over here with Kishon.
Well, sharing is caring.
Kishon, you been
So
putting.
did y'all hear that question that
No,
Jacob said?
say it one more time, please.
Yes.
He said, how do you reach a person that's having suicidal thoughts when they are affected by a cold world of society, along with battle and family abandonment issues?
Okay. I definitely have abandonment issues. I battle that even though I don't have suicidal thoughts. I not gonna lie, I've had homicidal thoughts before. I mean, there was a time when I wanted to just be violent towards people because of the violence that had been wreaked upon me during my time. I'm a victim of domestic violence. Like you said, I was given and taken. It wasn't like I was getting beat down or nothing, but we fought. But besides that, the abandonment issues is where our community starts to come together. This is what we're doing now. We're reaching out to guys and girls alike, and we're saying that I'll be your family.
Right.
We don't need to
Yeah.
be family. We're all blood anyway.
Right. We're
I'll
all
be your family.
connected. We're all one.
You need somebody to talk to. I got you. I take time. I will wake up in the middle of the night if you need to talk, and let's talk. You know what I mean? When you have those suicidal thoughts, reach out to somebody. If you can't reach out to one person, reach out to somebody else. And for a long time, I isolated myself because I was like, I can't hurt myself. You know what I mean? Somebody else can hurt me. So I'm going to just be alone. And that way I can't be hurt. I built this wall up and everything where I didn't want nobody to be around me. And that made me mad. I was bitter. I was violent to a point where somebody might say something to me and I would just pop off. But one thing I know about God is love. You know,
Hmm.
doesn't mean he's soft. That doesn't mean he'll let you push him over, but he is love. You can even slap somebody with love. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not that with the abandonment issues and with battling family, sometimes you have to remove yourself from whatever negative energy is around you and go towards a positive energy. That could be
Oh,
your
I like that.
Oh.
son.
Hmm.
It could be the person that you sleeping in the bed with. My husband
Hmm.
stabbed me in my breath. The knife this far away from my heart.
Wow.
Had a bleeder artery that was nicked that they had to go and cut my nipple and send a camera in there to find out what little bleeder artery was nicked and put one stitch in it. So this is supposed to be
Wow.
who I dedicated my life to. The people that's the ones that can hurt you the most. So you reach out to
Hmm.
somebody that got that positivity for you. You know what I mean? We going away from the darkness. We coming to the light. We raising our vibrations, making them higher. So I would suggest what's his name, Jacob,
King Jacob.
King Jacob, please, sir, reach out. If you need a number, let me know. I got 3 of them for you. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
King Jacob too is I'm not sure where that question is coming from, whether it's within or for someone else, because he's actually family of unique blessings. And he has his own podcast now. And so he have a lot of people that come on and they have these conversations too. So I would like to say like another safe space and another platform for you to get information and education and also meet people just like you all,
Right.
that it is support in communities. Like who would have ever known that you can go into a massage parlor and have a safe conversation about suicide? Who would have ever known that you can go into a massage parlor and find mental health and help there? Who would have ever known, that you can get herbs and medication and oils and so much support in one safe space? So, like I said, it's all about, for me and doing this advocacy work and bringing awareness, it's about using those things that is non-traditional, that does work and is scientifically proven to work, without putting poison on top of poison, and then we saying that we treated it. I like to say, like I said last week, and I'll be saying often, that for me it's the cures, it's the things that make us whole, that make us better, that give us this amazing experience to vibrate higher than we are and higher than suicide. Like these things are normal, they're gonna
You know.
happen.
I just want.
um
Hmm.
Sure, you can. We overtime too, by the way, y'all. It's 8:02. So if we gonna be cutting this short soon, but go ahead. We can keep it going because I feel like that this is helping somebody. And we'll get to the comments in a minute. But yes, Sugar, please.
Oh,
I was going to say, I'm someone who has had suicidal thoughts, and at first, catch me probably even 3 months ago, I wouldn't have admitted this, maybe to somebody close like Chantel or my sister, maybe, but out loud. But I think now, if I've had these feelings and thoughts, then hey, if I'm all about helping people, then sharing is caring, like Chantel said. So I've had these suicidal thoughts, and I'm a very strong, independent woman without even putting black on it. Because, like I said, with me personally, it goes back to the beginning, and until we can stop filling those, leaving those gaps of separation, then we cannot truly be healed. That's what I believe in, like equality, truly, without skin
Most
color. We're all
certainly.
human. So,
Most certainly.
suicide, coming from me, I've had suicidal thoughts, and like I said, I'm a strong, independent woman. A lot of times, especially feeling like Olivia said, I believe Olivia, right? Olivia said, I feel these people's pains. I feel emotions. I can see when people are going through things, and it don't have to be in, you can be standing strong. I've had somebody I promise you, I put on my best face. Last night, I feel like I was putting on my best face. Chantel was giving me like the best nails in the world, nail therapy, everything. I was putting on my best face, but I feel like her, as a caring individual, as my sister, she always knows something. I feel like I'm always hiding. But when you feel like that and you have these suicidal thoughts, when it comes to calling people, you don't want to call because you don't want to, interrupt their energies, interrupt their peace, because you feel how it makes you feel. So you don't want those people that you love to feel that way. So, what do you do then if you have people to call? Like, just recently, I was like, I it's just like realization and acceptance, where you realize first and then you have to accept it. So I realized that I did have somebody to call. I can call Chantel, I can call my cousin, I can call my sisters. I just didn't want it to. So that was a lot of that was causing a lot of, strain and confusion in my mental health. So just for those people who are strong, independent,
That's sacred.
just realizing that if you don't want to call those people because you feel like they don't, you don't want to interrupt their peace, and they're not, because a lot of times I can see, I feel like I can, it may be just my opinion, my perspective, but I feel like I can see, if I talk to somebody and I get in your space, I can see where you are from based off experience, because although our experiences are different, it's the same. Fear is fear. Pain is pain. It hurts,
Yeah.
so I can see where you are. So I don't want to interrupt that. So for those people, Just realize that it's going to be okay. Don't end it.
Right.
Accept it. You realized it. That's a plus. Accept it and move forward. How can you move forward? If you don't know how, take a step back to what you do know and figure it out. You're that smart. You've already figured out all this. You made it that far, so just keep going. Because I was thinking that when you said that, Olivia, like call. Yeah, you have people to call, but sometimes people don't realize that they do because they're in that space of confusion that they're in, and it's like well, but you don't until you do. So when you do, just realize that you can call those people if you want to. You don't got to be there by yourself. And if you want to choose to be there by yourself, because you did choose when you decided not to call, realize that it's gonna be okay. And last
And
another day.
and and two, there is a 1-800 National Suicide Prevention Hotline that you can
Mhm.
call, because sometimes people don't feel comfortable talking to people they know.
Mhm.
Sometimes suicide have you feeling like a burden, embarrassing.
Mhm.
Suicide talks to you. Suicide have conversations with you that nobody knows about.
Mhm.
And sometimes suicide tell you, I'm better than life. It's
Mhm.
easier if you come over here. And I would never say those voices do not matter. Um, but I would say that even if the only person that you can talk to is yourself at the time, it is okay to have a conversation with yourself. You have more than one self. You have that self that is not feeling good, and you have that self that feel good, and then you have that self where you like it's gonna be good, right? The doctor will tell you that you're all kinds of things. I will tell you that you're special, you're loved, you're liked, you're unique. It is okay to be different, and you are somebody else's breath to their next life. So saving yourself, sometimes saving yourself because it's just for you is not good enough. And I like to have real conversation, but guess what? It might be good for me. Sometimes, and if you say, hey, I'll be better without everybody else, and you might, but guess what? Everybody else won't be better without you.
Exactly.
So that's the thing, that you get a right to choose, and you get a right to have a conversation with yourself. If it becomes too hard to talk, right? Put on a song, go outside, walk away from that thing that you can't live with. Be okay to let somebody else live with it. We don't have to be strong, and we don't have to carry everything by ourselves. Life will carry itself, because one thing I can promise you, when you're not here anymore, the world still will be here. It will still be the same. People, you're not alone. You're not by yourself. It's going to be people that have these same conversations with their self, and they counting on one day that you can talk, just like we having this so real conversation tonight. Um, and that's just what I would tell that person. This conversation can go on for like 80 years for me,
Mhm.
because again, like I said, I know how hard it is. And Sugar, you said move forward. Well, guess what? I'll tell you that if you get tired, you can take a break. You can sit
Mhm.
down.
Yeah.
But when you
Thank
get
you.
up, know that you're going to get up with strength. And if you get up and you just can stand up and you can't move, count your small wins. If you say, hey, I took a shower today, guess what? To me, you won. You took that shower. You let the water just rinse your body and just keep you here. You took care of yourself, and that is a part of self love. Being honest with yourself is a part of self love. Being okay with not being okay. And when you are okay, just like we get excited about being okay, it's okay if you share that you're not okay. Like sometimes we help other people when we speak up. Like I think that tonight we all helped each other in a way that we probably wasn't expecting. Because I promise y'all, I was gonna talk about, like, I don't know what I was gonna talk about, but I was gonna talk about like so, but I don't know.
Foosball.
Huh?
Foosball.
I don't know what I was talking about. But I didn't think we was gonna go here, but but gratitude to the spirit for allowing us to arrive at this place. Um, I'm most grateful for having you all for to be able to lean on your energy and receive your energy tonight because this is not an easy conversation, not even for myself. So just and giving thanks most of all to the creator that created all of this that wasn't even planned for or scripted for. We just got on here and I was like, hey girl, yeah, where y'all at? What's going on? Like let's pull up. So and we pulled up and not long ago I said that there was no place that we could just show up in during the week. But guess what, y'all? I'ma check me before I check anybody else. We showed up here tonight, and I'm happy that I showed up, and I'm happy that I got an opportunity to be with you all on Sunday at 7 o'clock, and we ain't even need no pastor for this. So I am elated, and I expect for us to have more of these, a lot of these, like never stop, never end, and letting nothing come in between us, nor this energy and this vibration that we all carry. Um, we are strong and we amazing, and sometimes we got too much of a good thing going on,
Right.
and sometimes too much of a good thing it makes you sick too. So even if suicide talks to you or depression or anything, maybe because that's you're absolutely amazing, you're extraordinary,
Exactly.
and when you're extraordinary it's
You
hard
don't
to
even know
believe.
how extraordinary you are. That's why it's confusing.
Right.
It's hard to believe. Like
Yeah.
you are. So whoever is watching this, know that you are extraordinary. Know that we are here for you. And then if you ladies have any further closing remarks, you can where we can find y'all at. We gotta do a part two because I ain't even dig down into the meat of a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe a part 4 or 5, maybe this to be a whole series.
So much.
But this was amazing. Like, so thank you all for like being in touch with community mental health. Thank you all, like I said, for providing that safe space. And you all, it's not just for women, y'all. Let me even say that
Hmm.
too, because when I went to Ohio, it was definitely kings in the building. Hey, it was kings in the building, honey.
Dang.
Like if you're a single brother or you're a single sister or you're a single mother or a single father or y'all together, make sure y'all get to Ohio because I'm telling y'all, I don't really,
I
maybe I
like
just be in
Ohio.
my little cocoon,
I
but Ohio, girl, and they can cook y'all. The
love. Ooh.
greens, oh my God, the greens taste like, it tastes like my great grandmother came back to earth and she told me she loved me on a
Hush your
Sunday
mouth.
in her kitchen. The greens, I can't even
Right.
explain it. Like the
Mm.
food is the whole experience. It was a yes for me.
Who cooked
So
that?
where can we,
Oh,
man?
oh,
I'm going back. I can't tell y'all where y'all gonna be, but I'm definitely going back. So
so,
like I'm going back. I live there now. Like I live there. Like
oh,
we already had made that plan before I left. Like I sleep in backyards. They be going in people's yards, stealing herbs and roots and all that. So I live up there. Like I mean, where there's a tree, there's a place for me.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I lit it. Like it was roses coming out the sky. No, it wasn't roses. I'm lying. It was the flower things coming out the sky. Like Olivia gonna tell y'all the name of that because I'm not a herbalist. I'm a cosmetologist and I do use the cosmos. But anyway, back to the flowers. It was a vibe for me. Just
Yeah.
like tonight. Tonight was a vibe, y'all. Like I love y'all. I don't even want this to end.
Love
Dang.
you
Like when the
too.
healing get good, y'all, it's just good. You gotta taste it. Just
That's why
taste
we
the
be talking for 4 hours.
detoxification. It's just good. Y'all heard that.
I know
But
it.
y'all tell me where y'all got closing remarks. Y'all go ahead and take the mic because y'all know it's gonna be church in here. I'll be saying pass the plate. Like, look, if you want to donate, all jokes aside, the Unique Blessings nonprofit
Yeah,
organization,
please
you
do.
can do that. We have a cash at fight the number for them. I think it's a $ fight for them. Fight for them. And that's the youth, y'all. So you can do that. You can volunteer time. You can volunteer safe spaces. You can volunteer whatever the spirit tell you that we can use. We take it as long as it's righteous and real. Ratchet, no, righteous and real. I say ratchet. Righteous. It can be ratchet. It can be ratchet too, y'all. She'll be twerking tomorrow, not tonight. But she'll be twerking. Y'all gotta go follow her on TikTok. She be twerking. She be singing. She do all kinds. She be putting the hands up and she drop it low like she do that one. Y'all,
Don't
mine just
challenge
drop.
me. Don't challenge
I,
me.
I'm gonna put my heels on, and hey, Kishana is gonna show me how to do it. Cause in Kishana's spot, y'all, I ain't tell y'all about the secret, y'all. It's a whole never situation up in there. I just told
Yeah.
y'all about one part.
We're gonna
I
have to
ain't told y'all about
dedicate
the other
three,
part.
4 hours one day.
I mean, I don't know. If y'all got closing remarks, y'all can go ahead and take the mic. Y'all can make it do what it did, cause I already know who y'all is. It's a whole gift for me. I got it.
That's what I'm
I just
saying.
want to say, you guys again, follow me at Sugah B Werkin. You see how my name is spelled? That's how it is on Facebook. It's working. Sugah B on YouTube, not YouTube, but Instagram. Put health first because health is wealth, and that's 1ST. If you want to just be reminded that you are okay to be yourself and that you can still be great in life, then you go to my regular page because I'm just being myself. I don't care who thinks what. It's all about me. I'm detoxing into my self-care. If you don't realize that, then hey, it wasn't meant for you to realize it. I'm just doing me, baby. So follow me. I love y'all. Be great. Be safe. Realize that you are great, and you're loved. If they don't love you, accept what you got. God doggone it, because we love you. Shoot, I
I
don't
love
know what else to
And
say.
sugar,
Yeah,
they said
and
if
thank you,
one love
Olivia
don't work,
and Kishon.
if one love don't work, get
yeah.
you another. If that
Ain't
love
it?
don't work, get you two more. No,
You're
is it
right.
is that right? Get
You
you another one. Then if that one don't work,
Olivia
get you two more.
Thompson
It's not like that.
on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook as Olivia Thompson. I do have some reels up that I put up periodically to teach you about different herbs and different flowers and plants and their benefits and people who can use them and how to use them is all on my reels. So you can go on Facebook under Olivia Thompson and check those out. But I also ask you all to please do your own research as well so that you can know for yourself what you need. Because there's a lot of lookalikes out there when you're out there foraging in the wild now. So you got
Mhm.
what you I even put some of that stuff in the reels to show you the side by side. Like personally, also has spruce that right beside it. And spruce is toxic. The way to determine the difference is that spruce look dry, and when you break it, it got a white milky substance. And the parsley is more succulent. And this, when you break it, the substance is clear. So all of that is on my reels, so you can check it out for yourself and go back and do your own research as well. So you can start your own healing process. I love you all.
I just want to say thank you, Chantel, and thank you, Sugah, for having us on the show.
Yes.
I love y'all. To everybody else that's out there that's maybe watching or listening to this podcast, just know that you are loved. We are building our community, energy one energy link at a time. So just come on, form in. We all gonna keep each other together, keep each other going. Make sure you get some sunlight. Sunlight is one thing, one big thing, especially for melanated people in the battle against depression. Make sure you go outside.
Uh, I don't know what happened. Okay, y'all. I don't know what happened, but she said make sure you get some sunlight. So I'm gonna close it out with that. Oh,
Trees.
maybe hold on. She here. Okay, there you go. You back.
Oh,
I didn't know what had happened.
did I go away? I'm sorry. Yeah, but just
Yeah, you went away.
take off your shoes, put your foot in the grass, ground yourself to that, ground yourself, put your hands to the sun. It's gonna make a big difference in your life, I promise you.
And
You can
just
follow me.
feel it.
You can follow me on Superwoman Elite on IG. I'm Kishon Sunday. The same as my name on Facebook. And I actually got a new website coming up this week that I'll put on the next time I'm on the podcast. I'll share that website with you guys. But until then, peace, love, and blessings. I love all y'all.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for coming on and sending peace and lots of love and healing out there to y'all.
You too,
I'll
love.
see y'all next time. We gotta bring y'all back on there, but I'll see y'all again next time.
I gotta come out there.
Hey, we waiting. Charlotte big enough for all of us. Come on
Yeah,
out here.
coming.
We coming.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right, Queens.
All
We'll
right,
talk.
y'all. Thank y'all.
All right, love.
Okay.
Bye bye.
All right, love. So y'all, thank y'all for Thank y'all for tuning in with us. That was a great podcast. I appreciate everyone that came in. And if you need more information about our nonprofit organization, feel free to visit us at www.uniqueblessings.org. And again, that's www.uniqueblessings.org. Also, follow us on social media, and you can subscribe to this channel so that you can get notifications when we go back live again. So far, it'll be Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, if you know anybody that's suffering from any kind of abuse or trauma, need help or support, feel free to reach out to us. If we cannot help them, we will be gladly able to help them connect and where it is that they need to be connected. This is a global initiative. And again, our mission is to provide awareness, advocacy for victims of domestic violence, human trafficking, and sexual assault. Until next time, y'all, stay safe. If you see something, say something. And then I'll talk to y'all again later soon. I don't know why Sugar is coming back on, because this show was over and I
Technology
was
has
just
its way.
closing us
I love
I
y'all.
was
That's
just
why.
closing us out. Okay, well, we're glad that you came back to give us some love. I love you all. You can follow me or find me at Chantel Evans, somewhere out there in the metaverse universe. Or you can just follow our organization, Unique Blessings, nonprofit organization. You can also use hashtag Unique Blessings, hashtag Let's Heal Together. And I think that's it for tonight. So, Sugar, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for being our co-host of the hour. It's been beautiful, wonderful. We went over 23 minutes over. So, for the
No, it's
church,
good.
for the
That's how
church,
church services going.
I'm gonna need y'all to put that 10% in the church pot so we can keep this going. Until next time, I love y'all. Y'all be safe, Sugar. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Love
And we
you.
are
Love y'all.
love you too. Love
Bye.
y'all. We are out of here. Let me get out. Oh no.